Hey everyone, happy college football. Welcome to Porcelain Picks. I'm your host, Andrew Fabian. This is Monday evening's version of Porcelain Audit. Coming off a week 6 that was difficult in a few different ways. The Porcelain guys go 8-11. Joey Max 1-1. So I went 7-10. That brings our overall record to 58-56. Not that good. We hold ourselves to higher standards at Porcelain Picks because we have Porcelain Picks deliver the locks you need as you scroll atop the porcelain throne. It was also a horrible week for me. Penn State absolutely embarrassed by UCLA. I'm not going to dig into the details there, but I have a lot of thoughts that I could share, maybe on a future episode. They're favored by about 22.5 right now against Northwestern coming to town this upcoming weekend. You may want to fade the Nittany Lions. Joey Mack doesn't think so, but his specialty is Maction. And Maction we do have coming up here Wednesday evening. Finally, the midweek games start. We're going to start digging into those as the season progresses. Joey Mack will be coming to you with those winners. But let's jump into the week that was, again, 8-11, well below the standard we hold ourselves to. But Porcelain Audit is here so we can be accountable to you, our viewers. Make sure you subscribe. Give us some trash talk in the comments. It's owed. It's deserved. It'll be welcomed. All right, let's jump in. We had Kentucky plus 20.5 at Georgia. Kentucky loses by 21. Rough. We lose that one. Stinker for Kentucky. Wisconsin at Michigan. I told you to take Michigan minus 17.5. I also told you to take the under 43.5. The under hits pretty easily. Michigan does not cover that spread. They won by 14. So that's a 1-1 split there. Clemson, minus 14 at UNC. This game was never in doubt. Clemson blows them out. Bill Belichick may want to run back into retirement. This sport is not for you, Bill Belichick. Lock it, flush it with Clemson. Western Michigan, the first Joey Mack Maction lock of the week, minus 13.5 at UMass. This one hits no problem. Way to go, Joey Mack. The next one, not so much, though. Central Michigan, minus 7 at Akron. My buddy Rob Dixon pointed out to me that it's only a 4-hour bus ride from Central Michigan to Akron. I made kind of a stupid comment. I said, I made fun of the SEC and the Big Ten for having to fly private everywhere. Central Michigan was going to have to travel via bus, but the ground game travel, I was wrong on the pick. And just 4-hour bus ride. That's not too bad. Thanks, Rob Dixon, for calling me out on that one. All right, we got that one wrong. So Arizona hosting Oklahoma State. Arizona was minus 20.5. They absolutely dog walk Oklahoma State. We were correct on that one. Mike Gundy's the first game for Oklahoma State without Mike Gundy after he's fired proves to be a little bit more of the same for Oklahoma State. They're in dire straits right now. Vanderbilt plus 12.5. At Alabama. I told you to take Vanderbilt, and I told you to take the over 56.5. Both were wrong. Bama, with that disgraceful cover on that running play, they broke through and scored a touchdown. They were up 9. I thought that game was in the hands of Vanderbilt to pull through for us. It didn't happen. We lose both on that game. A stinker in that one. Florida hosting Texas. I told you Florida may win this game straight up. I told you to take the points. Plus 5.5. Florida wins this game straight up and makes it look easy. Texas is disgraceful this year. I can say that because Penn State's also disgraceful. All right, they're worse than Texas. First half under 21.5. I told you to take that. That one missed. So Maryland hosting Washington. I told you Maryland plus 6.5. I also said Maryland could win this game outright. Washington was going to be traveling across the country after that letdown game hosting Ohio State the week prior. Maryland ends up covering. They lose by 4. Washington with a huge comeback to win 24-20 in that game after being down 20-0 in the second half. Huge on Washington to come back and win that, battle back. But Maryland, thank you for the cover. UL Monroe at Northwestern. I told you Northwestern minus 11.5 was a lock. UL Monroe is awful. They lost to Bama 73-0 earlier in the year. Northwestern has no problem with them, absolutely trouncing them. That one was an easy pick. Boise State at Notre Dame. This one was close. I told you Notre Dame minus 20.5 Actually, at the time of kickoff, I think it went minus 21.5. So hopefully you got it in when we did, and you locked that one up and flushed it. Notre Dame wins by 21. Team total, I told you to take the over 41.5 for Notre Dame. Nowhere close. That was a bad call on my part. Thought this game would be higher scoring. Virginia at Louisville. I told you to take the over 60.5. We almost got bailed out by overtime in this one. It goes 57 points. The overtime period was just 6-3. So we didn't get what we needed there in extra time. So this was a stinker. I missed on that one. Michigan State at Nebraska. I told you Nebraska minus 12.5. They can't pull it out. They win by 11 points against Michigan State. I still think that was the right pick. Nebraska's the better team by double scores, but this one did not come through for us. Mississippi State plus 16.5. Told you to take that at Texas A&M. Mississippi State could not score. I said this was going to be an offense that was going to be able to put up some points. That didn't happen. I was dead wrong. Miami at FSU. I told you FSU plus 4.5. I actually thought FSU was going to win this game. I haven't given Miami enough credit yet this year. That's going to change moving forward. Miami had the game in hand pretty easily. Florida State battles back. They end up losing by 6 points, but not enough to cover our 4.5. So that's our 8-11 record. We'll do better next week. Make sure you subscribe. Show's going to be coming out. We got all the picks coming for you this Thursday or Friday. A lot of games littered midweek. It's going to be that way the rest of the season. Lock it and flush it. We at Porcelain Picks are here to deliver the locks you need as you scroll atop the porcelain throne. Thanks, everyone, and happy college football.